what it is. What up, ladies and gentlemen? How you guys doing out there around across planet Earth? Hope you guys are enjoying yourself. Listen for the chime. How you guys doing out there? I went live a little early today. Hopefully the heat won't get you. All right. All right. You are the seed of creation. Just gonna post it up here. I'm ready for some like multi-dimensional comedy. I don't know about you guys out there, but what up, what up, what up? So, I was meditating this morning in my pyramid. I got up early. I had a version I was gonna speak of that's kind of like, you know, target acquisition. But I then called in Buddha. I got the main temple in Bhutan gridded, so I was chilling in the backyard. I'm like, Lord Siddhartha, Lord Maitreya, his higher self. Can you guys help me out here? Be nice. Give me some information that will inspire my family. And what they stated was very clearly, mind you, I think Lord Maitreya should write like postcards. Your one sentence just monsters. He said that, remember, the seed of creation lies inside of you. Resides inside of you. The seed of creation resides inside of you. What I've been doing a lot is manifesting the cities of light. What I'm doing a lot is working on the plumbing, the electrical, the sacred geometry that goes into the floors. I'm remembering how to move the toroidal fields. I'm remembering how much water I have to displace, like at the temples of Tiwanaku, to actually get the proper ionization ratio. I'm remembering the old sarcophaguses that we had in Egypt, where you laid in one sarcophagus with the solution, then the next one, and then the next one. After the third sarcophagus, you can step through the wormhole or step through the portal for domestic travel. There's also ones for international travel. What else? I've been processing what to put in the stones, what crystals to crush up and put in the stones. The shungite, the black tourmaline, what type of non-ferrous materials, what type of materials which eat radiation, what type of structures to use. I've been processing a lot of stuff, so I want to stay positive with this, but then I do have some things to say. Did you guys know Fosse's wife is Giselle Maxwell's, or whatever her name is, sister? Did you guys know that? You know that Fosse, Saucy, Chaucy, Focky, I don't know who his mom is, but you guys might want to check that out. I want to look up who Fosse's mother is. That might make you weird. My brother is doing a great job on disclosure. My fellow boxer out there. He's crushing right now. Absolutely just crushing. I don't want to blow anyone up right now, but he's absolutely crushing with the information he's stating. And some of the things I wanted to say is that, you know, the collective consciousness is waking up, number one. Number two, pay attention to your dreams. Number three, I was in dream time yesterday, assisting three of the people I grew up with. Number four, Ellen DeGeneres is going down. She already knows it. And she's trying to like do a plea bargain deal with some of the upper dimensionals. I don't think that's going to work out very well. What else? Some of the stuff, what else? Sweet Zuckerberg. Are you really the grandson of, what's his name? Rockefeller? I didn't want to talk about something. I'm trying not to. Okay. Hey, DARPA. Hey, DARPA, what do you do when your boss shows up, DARPA, and picks a human suit to stare at you through a little biological eyeball? DARPA. Anyways, for all of us out there managing the universe and then being stationed out here on this Class C planet in the Milky Way galaxy known as Earth, this archive planet, welcome. Welcome to the show. It's about to begin. Get ready for the fireworks. And before that, Maybe a couple of days of silence and into monologue. What else? Berlin, crushing, 1.2 million people. A mask is a muzzle. You're not going to see it on mainstream media. Pay attention. Did you hear the crowds? You guys, it sounded like it was the World Cup. It's not like all these little chants. It was like, ah, ah. I was like, oh, I remember those sounds. I remember what it sounds like when 1 million people use their mouths and chant. It's insane. It's enough vibration to drop a city. Just let you know. All right. For all my fellow lovers of Yahweh, you know, it kind of sounded like Jericho right before it went down, huh? Kind of sounded like a couple spaceships smoking some giants to let my homies through, huh? We're not the first, hey, it ain't the first time we've called down air support. All right. Moving on. Yahweh's the man. Fucking love that guy. You know what's cool, guys? I want you guys to put in your mind and conscious to actually understand that some of these beings of old, it'd be really cool to meet them now, right? I'd be like, bro, I heard you were like the shiznit like 2,000 years ago. You know, or like in the Vedic, 7,000 years ago, bro, I heard you were the bomb. And he's like, oh, hey. You know, they wrote my stories down in rock so you guys wouldn't forget. There's a lot of book burnings down there on Earth, if you know what I mean. Why do you think on the inner Earth they have libraries of all the books? It's like an Amazon library in the inner Earth of all the best writers and storytellers of Earth. You know, not fiction and nonfiction. But I wonder why. I mean, look what's happening now. You know, they've already changed the history books in the United States a little bit too much, if you know what I mean. If you guys are homeschooling your kids, hey, check it. Love ya. And I want you guys to understand that here's the things I will miss for kids, and this is what I feel they will miss. Man, missing your junior prom or senior prom sucks. Friday night lights, playing football, there's cheerleaders, and if you guys play sports, your kids play sports, those nights of just, it's like being a little warrior, putting your armor on with your boys in the locker room. Like, I can't tell you what it feels like to be football. You're like, ready to go to war? You're like, yeah, let's get this. Like, there's something about it, just the camaraderie of it, right? I think that we as a collective, for these kids that have lost those opportunities, we need to go ahead and dial that back and give them that. I mean, that's what I think. I think we should, you know, when all these funds are released on Earth, we should make a fund for all the seniors that lost their senior year and like go big. Like hire like the best DJs on Earth and go for all the seniors of the year 2020. Let's get it. You have like Cascade and you're like, this is for everyone. You know, like we need things like that on Earth, dude. We need some like, let's go. Send your kids, let's go. Parents come too, just killing it for the whole planet, you know? You guys, there's so much positivity out there, you know what I mean? We gotta snap out of the googie googie gaga. Gaga. Hey, Gaga, I'll give you some panda eyes, you little weirdo. Jesus. I wanna see like, what is it? What's that one female UFC fighter, Ronda? Hey, you're Ronda, tee off on that one, bro. Yeah, give her some pant. You know what? This stuff's got to stop. Here's the thing, too, for all these apprentices of these doc turds. Let me tell you something. If you're teaching something that you don't fully understand, it would be wise to stop now. What I can express to you in my knowledge and understanding of how the upper dimensions work and what true night force is, stop playing with things you don't understand. I can't express it to you enough. What happened with that? Let's talk about this for a hot second. Yeah, you guys, it's like one of my dudes is like Darth Vader. And like, I'm going, what is this shit? They're like, oh, that's when the reptilians took over and they thought they could stay young forever. So those are the leftovers. And it was taught to these little weirdos that were basically setting up a buffet line for a bunch of reptilians underground that were the survivors after the giants were here who whooped their ass for eons of time. But when the giants left, they kind of slid in here. And now listen, the original reptilians, lit. Rad. Originals, lit. Whatever came in here on this time stream, let me tell you something else. whoever came from that center gate in Orion on the left-hand side, whoever slipped into our little experiment, our game, our family's personal growth, soul experience. Let me tell you something. I'm here now. My family's here now. I'm already tracking you. If you think you can run through time and space and no one's gonna follow you, I'm like freaking Van Damme in Time Cop. I'm scanning every single one of you turds and your bloodlines all the way back. What you gotta pay attention to is when you're removed, we might take the whole stack. And that's for you and your higher selves to understand. I might take the whole enchilada. I'm not worried about the little 3D humans, love you, bro. Inner child's on, love you, bro. Were you programmed to be like this? Who programmed you? Who taught you how to do those things? Who made you drink that? Who made you go to that party? Who walked you in there? I'm after these things. Okay? When the Orion sent in the upper echelon on the night side to balance a small Class C planet, things shift. I can't express it to you. Things will shift, and we're doing it for everyone. And here's the thing too, I'm loosening up a little bit. I don't want to be so, I just gotta be real. I don't like people being led astray, and I don't even like people in these weird groups in circles singing, praying to whatever they're praying to. If you don't grasp that some of us actually have draconian aspects and we talk to them daily and we're not weirdos doing chants in the dark, and if you don't realize that real dragons don't bow down to Geico, if you really realize that some of the Drake on this planet can't go home because the Drake on their home world think they're a bunch of weirdos, process that for a second. Real dragons in Beetlejuice won't allow the Drakes on this planet to come home. Why? Maybe your embarrassment? Did you ever think about that? Queenie Beanie? Just letting you know. There's ordinance and order on both sides of duality, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a free-for-all down here. The main reason why some of us from Orion got called in here is because the night side lower incarnates weren't listening to the orders that were coming down the pipeline. If your galactic family and your cosmic self shake hands on light and night, guess what? The entire tree is going to shift. It's greater than you. The frequency of the universe fluxing through our energy fields is greater than any belief system. It is the universe expressing itself. Remember these things. Okay? We are forces of nature. We are the emissaries of change. Okay? I am simply a messenger, as are you. All right. Switch it up on you. What else? For all those light workers and light warriors and guys out there saving the kids, love you. And for all my fellow light warriors on Team Light, let me express some hot tips for you. Assist the remote viewers scanning and tracking underground bases where the elites are hiding. The elite that no one knows their names, that have been hiding for a couple hundred years underground at 1.6 to 3.6 to 7.8 to 12.6, 12.8, 30.2 miles under the ground. In your dream time, go, I want to help the kids. And they go, what do? Draw a line from where the remote viewers are working for the white hats and draw a line directly to where the base is and then paint a target. And that way we can consciously assist all of these underground bases being cleaned up. Yes, some of us know where they are. I was doing it last night for 2 hours. You're welcome. I know where the kids are. I know they're in containers, bro, stacked vertically in cryo. But I learned so much weird stuff. There's a time limit on when they have to do it for when the soul's still in the body. It's a really weird thing. I'm here to tell you, we're tracking you now. Knock it off. Okay, knock it off. I don't know who taught you this weird stuff. I don't know why you're here. I don't know why you guys can't realize that cube that was in front of the sun pulling plasma, right? That was an AI ship. The dark cubes. Why in some religions do they have the dark cubes on their forehead? I don't know. Can we stop pretending to pray to AI gods? It's weird. It's not classy. It's not royal. It's awkward. It's what you get when you actually can't do it organically. Real talk. When you actually can't do the real and feel your actions.
I'm going to go ahead and compute my data into a quantum field, and then I can live forever in this little cube because I'm so advanced over you humans.
Really? Are you though? Are you though? Do you even know what the word cool means? You little nerd. Listen, there are species that are 4 billion plus years old staring at you. You know what's weird? Some of us actually know when you were created and why. And you were the leftovers from a galactic war that got away like a little weirdo. And then you self-populated like a parasite. I'm not saying you might not be cool now. And I'm not saying there's rad beings out there that are in hard tech and we're in soft technology suits. No, I'm not being judgmental. I'm just trying to say, can we pump the brakes on the weirdness on this planet? Not everyone wants to jump into SimCity for 5,000, another 5,000 years, 10,000 years. I don't know, in other galaxies and universes, we've watched this play out. It always ends up in a shit show. Can we not end up in a shit show? Just for all those that are like 20 years in the future woke like me, hey. Do some push-ups, do some sit-ups, you little turds. Quit trying to do it artificially. You chose to be in an avatar for a reason. Why you keep running? Who are you running from? Yourself? Who are you scared of? Grow strong, feel your emotions. They're powerful. All right. Something like that. I mean, like, how do you guys wake up in the morning? And namaste and like, catch my family, and welcome to morning coffee. Woo! They're never gonna wake up. I'm here going like, I'm definitely replacing you. You're a shit show. Like, I'm sitting down here like, calling out like, yeah, 4 in that council of 12 got to go. You know what I mean? Like, your bloodline's a little wah-wah. I don't know if anyone ever told you, but your bloodline's kind of, C's get degrees, huh? We gotta trap everyone in the lower dimensions because my bloodline is a shit show. No, we're gonna leave you in the lower dimensions and just unplug you completely from the system and let you just wash down the river of the cosmic soup we know as the universe. Anyways, I love everybody. I'm just trying to say, I'll be nice. Hey, comedy. What else? Epstein files disclosed. Awesome. See who's on those flight logs. Pay attention. Number 1. Number 2, if you're on those flight logs, Netflix, do us a real solid. Remove all the faces of the beings on those deals. It's bothersome. Number 3. As we well know from last week's broadcast, the Pentagon has off-world spacecraft in the basement. Fantastic. Factual. Number 4. CIA knows this is a holographic matrix. All right. What else? Factual paperwork. Post the links. What else we have? We know we're multidimensional beings waking up. We know we have specific assets and skill sets that we're waking up into. We know that frequency drives your dormant DNA to activate. We know that your environment raising its frequency will have direct effect on specifically how fast you activate. Gaia is waking up. The Schumann resonance going up and down like a roller coaster. We know there's financial changes on Earth about to pop off. This week's going to be awesome. It's upcoming week, bro. What else? Belief systems are rad. I love Buddha. I love Yeshua. I love Yahweh. Yeshua's other name is Jesus. I love him. And not the weird little Vatican story, the real dude. I love Amun. I love Osiris is my homie. I mean, for God's sakes. Even Anubis is rad in his own way. He is. He's just kind of like, I guess I'm here still. It's been 10,000 years guarding these dudes. Yeah, you can't leave the underworld until you know who you are. It's strange. What else? Shiva is rad. Shiva's about to put the smack down on some things over there on that dispute in the east. That's all I'm going to say about that. And obviously Lord Siddhartha, which watches over everything. Listen, we're in the Western world. I'm one of the homies from the Red Sands of the West, letting you know that the population is shifting right now. The program is about to break. All my friends and family in California are about to be freed from this ridiculousness. 28 days. Just to let you know, when I moved to Sedona, it took me 2 years to break my Los Angeles programming. It is a program. What else? The kings and queens of old, you guys out there, my friends and family across this earth, I want you to understand that when you wake up, to not be scared of your own sovereignty and power, but remember, leave your inner child behind the wheel and make sure that he or she never takes his or her hand off your steering wheel. That steering wheel is driving your vessel. Your inner child always has a firm grip on that wheel. Why? Your higher selves, past or future selves, who have made different decisions that you've made in the present, will try to jerk the wheel to the right, onto the night, right? Hopefully to the left, but rarely happens. Unless you have a near-death life experience and you have an angelic step in and you're like, oh my God, my life has totally changed. I can't believe it. All right. Now that I've said all of that, how you guys doing out there? I love you guys. It's a little faster speed today. Straight out of Gray. Right? Straight out of Gray Skull. Remember He-Man, baby? Straight out of Gray. Just, you woke me up for this. What else? Saying it up to my fellow Andromedans, Arcturians, Earth Alliance, Palladians, homies from Anjar. You know, man, my lyric, 20% of your DNA on the left-hand side, the light side. Your sternum is right where that silver or gold cord connects. When you guys are laying in dream time and you guys are processing your reality, remember how important it is to understand, are you taking care of your vessel? For example, if you want to have good dreams, try to work out, try to have a great day, try to work out, try to eat healthy. Before you go to bed though, maybe take that shower or steam. Clean your bed, your room's dialed in. Create a temple space to sleep in a temple space frequency. If you guys have issues with that, you know, wake up, take a hot shower, clear, align. Only those beings which exist in the highest order of light may stand in my presence. I say that 4 times in 4 directions. Only those beings which exist in the highest order of light may stand in my presence. All right. See, most people would have hit the button and said, oh no, restart. I'm like, no, you are still recording me. Yes, I know where you are. Yo, bro, I'm just a normal surfer dude. I'm just your spiritual lifeguard here on Earth. Just here to help you out on your way. Namaste. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, once you guys punch in where on Earth you guys are chiming in from, you know? And I'm going to get into some more detailed stuff specifically. Go ahead and show us your passion, your love, what city, what state, what country you guys are watching from. I love this. This shows unity. I love you guys. So, and yes, I have some ridiculousness. Hey, Zachary. Sweet Zach. I think I made it too big, bro. I'm sorry. It's like 70 pounds. You said you wanted it powerful. I pretty much thought we were just going to take over the whole portion of that city, so that's how we roll here. All right. It's like Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. Well, I'm like, Sedona. Like, everything's a little more energetically powerful in Sedona. All right. Yoda. What shall we share with him? The importance of self is understanding that the reflection you choose becomes your average. Your average residence is the dimension that you will naturally be attracted to, reside in. The function of creation is to allow you to choose which dimension, which resonance you feel most comfortable in. Wow, that's a Yoda. I didn't know you had that sort of knowledge. And the Force is with you always. All right. So let's talk about the future. Let's channel some stuff. Let's talk about us. Let's talk about us. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about ascension. Okay. Give me 6 months. Yes, after the flavor is about to pop off. All right. Yes. The independence of a nation is decided by its people. The love that we have for one another is a reflection of the love we have inside of each and every one of us. Your heart will always be your way home. Let that be a guiding light in these trying times. You have more in common than you do apart. You have more in common than the differences you think you have. To break the program of control, one must understand that we are everything, and in being everything, you can change everything. The importance of knowing why to do something over just doing something is what we call wisdom. It's the importance of knowing why. If you have the experience of things working or not working in the past, you have the experience of this life, things you've done, things that you enjoyed, things that you disliked, people that you enjoyed, people that you disliked. You are sorting and choosing which dimension, which reality you wish to live in. You are the average of the 6 most people you hang out with. Birds of a feather flock together. Time does not exist besides the perception of the viewer. The viewer of perception is one that actually accesses the entire neural network to see where they can improve. Those of which you are leaning against are simply placeholders in your expansion and remembering who you truly are. You are simply going through programmers level by level, which have specific job skills and sets to maintain that dimensional understanding. When we lean against things, we create these conflicts. These conflicts drive evolution. The function of taking more than you give, though, is a universal law, hence why we showed up on this planet, why we jumped through time and space to be here. We are representatives of universal balance. We are not just galactic citizens or solar system citizens or planetary citizens. There are very large, awesome beings which view through us into this game at great distances and very close to make sure that we have the proper guidance no matter what species we are mixed with, to understand that our harmonious existence is what is in everyone's best interest. Period. Drop the mic. All right, something like that. Just something. Yeah, I like it. Yes, it is. It is. So how you guys doing out there? You guys having fun? I want you guys to have fun, man. This world is changing right before our eyes. Have patience that the golden age is upon us. My condolences for those that had to leave prematurely based upon misinformation. My condolences for those loved ones lost. I feel that all of those beings shall be granted access to that heavenly realm. I don't want anyone to suffer anymore, especially when you guys wake up out of this game and you can actually... Dude, imagine jumping to a house, jacking into 6 beings that are supposedly running stuff, running their entire thought process through your neocortex, and then going, huh, that's what's going on down here? It seems very slow. I want you guys to understand that to see what has been done is actually the sign of intelligence for every individual on this planet, to understand how we got to where we are now, what is the sort of behavior we wish to carry forward. What is the sort of behavior we wish to carry forward? Saw a great little video on the founders of this country, you know, and our founding fathers were very young. I think it was like 15 of the guys that signed the Declaration of Independence were younger than 30 years old. And I believe Madison was only like 33 years old when he wrote the Constitution. The younger generations need to step up and light this fire, man. I don't want you guys hoodwinked into a situation where we're paying for our own contradiction and we're paying for our own suffering. I want you guys to create beauty, cities of light, off grid, live in harmony, live in balance, train every day. You know, I feel like that Xavier in the school for X-Men, when the guy goes, Magneto goes, well, what's gonna happen when they find the school? And Xavier goes, I feel very sorry for the soul that wishes to attack this school. I'm trying to tell you, galactic citizens incarnated, we're not playing this human game for very much longer. So let me tell you real, when you guys realize who you really are and where you came from and what you're doing, your purpose will become such a fire inside of you, it will become an inferno. And that light which turns on, Light does not run from darkness. It's a magnitude of energy I can't express to you in human terms. Imagine all of your aspects in one unit, in one golden sphere. When you're walking down the street, your field is 300 feet in the air, 300 feet wild, and 300 feet down, and it's rotating at speed. Do you think anything down here can take that stagnance? Anything in stagnance can take that frequency? Absolutely not. Not even close. You walk into a room, you reprogram everyone in the room just standing there. Not reprogram their thought form, but rather their energy. They will not be able to have a bad thought in your presence. Things of this nature. Again, we are here to seed consciousness. We are here to help our brothers and sisters lift themselves up. We are here to truly lead the new generations on earth into peace, prosperity, and love. And for all my little homies out there, one of my fellow family members sent me a video of her little kid watching me who's 6. This is the crazy part. When I was making jokes, he was laughing at the right time about the upper dimensional jokes, not the 3D jokes. I said something, and he was like about the Anunnaki, and he was like 6 years old. Oh, roasted. I was like, that little dude is so woke, and he's 6 years old. Okay? When I do these little videos for you, remember there are 3 levels at least of layers. There are layers. That little stud got my humor. All right. And I love you guys out there who have these beautiful crystal indigo children. You guys are rock stars. Treat them well. Treat them how to lead. Just want you guys to understand, dude, I'm just happy making 6-year-olds laugh at multidimensional comedy. I'm cool with that. Like, I'm gonna drop the mic. Like, you, me, rock stars. You know what I mean? My inner child loves every single being on this planet. And for all of us that came here to bring structure and organization, I want you guys to understand that there is structure on both sides. And, you know, we show up every cycle, quarter cycle, half cycle, you know, all the way down to an 8th, maybe a 12th, you know, depending on who we are and what we want to do. But this time, we incarnated with so many powerful beings, you guys out there on this earth. It's unstoppable, the magnitude of energy that we carry with us. My thing is that do not be torn into a world of temptation. That is the only thing that can take you off your path. Temptation or Band-Aids. You know, many of us party like rock stars when we're younger. Many of us are going through these addictive personality things now. The reason why you're doing it is because you want to go numb. Understand that going to the gym for an hour and a half a day and steaming till you yawn in the steam room, you'll never need to take any drug or Band-Aid. Your cells are wishing to feel themselves. Your cells are wishing to expand in an unconscious husk. What I'm trying to express to you, once you become conscious and you realize the force, right? Like the force that wants to emanate from you, right? It's like there's a lightning bolt inside of your body that's slowly waking up. And all of a sudden you're like, bro, I feel like I'm a piece of creator. They're like, you are. What am I supposed to do? They're like, light it up. Call in the lightning and the thunder. Boy, what do you want to do? Work a 9 to 5? Put some earth transmission fluid in your little vehicle? Drive around? Or you want to like become a supernatural being in the physical plane and access multiple dimensions simultaneously, where I could be sitting here casually talking to you, having my coffee, feeding my birds, and making these. You shall know them by the gifts they bring. All my fellow Kachinas out there. But literally hacking multiple dimensions as the root of the tree of life. I think that's rad, right? We're here to fix the 7-generational swing. We picked our mommy and daddy to fix some of our bloodline things. And for all you guys still out there processing and working on this stuff and balancing your night side, remember this. It may have taken 7 to 15 lives of your relatives or past selves or family members doing naughty things for you to come down here in this one lifetime, transmute it, process it, burn it up in that burning love. That burning love. But once you do, you will snap that pattern and pull your entire bloodline out of a time loop, which they have been trapped in for quite some time. We are the ones that are strong enough to do this. Never forget that. Never forget the strength which resides inside of every single one of you. All right. Tomato, tomato. We can do it the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. I prefer the easy way. But for all my fellow Crocodile Dundees out there, any way you want to do it, we can do it. You want to step outside? Another thing, too, when you guys spot a gremlin, can you call it out? Fossey is the weirdest little gremlin-looking dude. No disrespect. But look at the guy. The guy's getting interviewed on by Congress, and the guy's just hammering him. I love that guy. And he's just like sticking to what he says, and I'm like, do you guys realize the potential? We're supposed to be leading this planet into like a class 1 civilization. What are you doing? Like, I feel like, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just trying to tell you. I'm looking at all these people. I don't care if you're 80, 90 years old and you think, I'm looking at you like you're 12 years old going, you realize we're in a holographic matrix. You realize we're supposed to pick up the pace for the whole galaxy that's staring at us. You realize our truth of where we come from, this belief system can't hold. Nothing ever written on a piece of parchment can hold who you really are. Nothing etched on rock or papyrus or structures can even begin to express the magnitude of who you truly are and what we're doing here down here, learning how to be one with one another once more. I just want to be real with you on that. It's not even close. When you guys start to neural process multiple dimensions simultaneously, and your energy starts to particleize into like a mist, and you start going through the earth, you start using your energy to expand through the layers of this planet into the spaces in between, and start hanging out with beings in these places and asking questions, you will find that this level was set up for some of these younger souls to go through experiences to grow. The different levels of control, I guess you could say, if everything was love, I guess you could say they were the bullies of high school or college or middle school that were making sure you were strong enough to understand who you were to not listen to something like that ridiculous. However you want to spread that butter on that wheat toast. What I can tell you, though, is that there's nothing more powerful than someone that knows everything about the night side, and then switches sides into the light. There are 2% of the dragons on this planet that are going from night side to light side. There's about 15% that are going for complete harmonious balance. I tip my hat off to you. For my Andromedans, Big Blue, I love you. I call my Andromedan Big Blue. My female Andromedan, I think it's her boyfriend, but he's so rad. Just like the movie Avatar, but like, you know. Remember the size and differential of compression is based upon the density of which you're projecting into. If you guys are taking pictures of orbs, if you have over a 26.5 megapixel camera, when you zoom in on an orb, you should be able to see a little guy sitting in there in a Merkaba. Zoom in. There's many different ships that work in the quantum field. And there are many different spaceships that they have found that when you go walk into the spaceship, it's the size of, I don't know, a mansion. But on the outside, it's only like 8 feet by 8 feet. That's because they figured out quantum mechanics and how to bend time, space to actually expand the field. So it's very comfortable inside, even though it's a small ship. It looks small on the outside. It's not. It'll be very big on the inside. All right. Jesus. I don't know. I love you. I don't know. It's real. Quantum mechanics. All right. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I love you. I just want to hang out with you. You know why? I just love reading all you guys, all your comments and support on YouTube and Facebook. I like hanging out with you guys. I know it's only once a week. What I can say is that something's coming. Resources are coming. And I am going to be changing gears. I have things I have to set up for us. And I'm going to be working very diligently on that. And when that day comes, I might actually ghost. I'm going to be honest with my family right now. There's things that I've been preparing for that I have to pay attention to set things up for us in the physical, the real. So when your parents drive into the facility, they go, who and what built this? Yeah, we did. That's what I'm working on. And don't worry, all of you guys out there will know about it. And don't worry, I love you, and all those beings that have been with me since the beginning, I know exactly who you are. Every single one of you. For all the new people finding me now, I love you very much. And I want you guys to understand that waking up is a polarity balance, balancing polarity. I'm here to create spaces that are so high frequency, nothing of the lower dimensions can enter. That's what I'm going to do. I want to remember what it feels like to actually be on hallowed ground, and where that word came from, and what holy and the temple, the holy of the holies. I'm bringing back that holy of the holies, homie. Okay? I think I slept a little too long down here. You know what I mean? All right. Putting it out there. Love you. If you guys need some gear, you might want to get it now. Giving you a heads up. Things are going to be shutting it down. I got to focus on what we're doing. You guys need sessions, let me know. But I want you guys to know that my game plan right now for you guys, I need to build and get that stuff done that we need done, so that we can remember who we are that much faster. If I can pull you guys into a space that's in between, how fast could you guys remember? It shouldn't take you 6 years to snap out of it. I want to snap people out in a weekend. Now, process, mind you, in a balanced space, but I want you guys to remember who you really are. These spaces we used to have, this is nothing new. These spaces in Egypt, you know, when they used to eat the golden wafers and then walk through the wall. What is that? What's a golden wafer? What's a bar of gold? You guys, a bar of gold was like, imagine this, a stick of butter. One bar of gold could make like, each bar of gold concentrated down into white gold, or that mana, maybe 1/8 once it's processed. Gold was storage, like storing butter in the fridge. When you remember how to make the gold wafers, and you could take something that actually just makes your cells pop and you walk right through, it's gonna be very difficult to disprove that. Letting you know. For all you guys working on the holographic technology, the sound, play with that 432. Stop broadcasting 440. All my new DJs, sound creators out there only playing 432. The best songs and harmonics should be sent to a certain organization soon, which is forming, which is going to broadcast that 432 through the planet. What else? Ooh, you like that one, huh? Some of these towers might not be what you think they are when we put the right current through them, if you know what I mean. What else? The future is already ours. Live gracefully, live peacefully. And please remember inside of yourself that dignity that you truly are. Remember that it's just the lower self or this 3D chemical computer that can convince you of something. When your DNA and your soul turns on, you remember how many lives you've lived, how many times you've walked off the battlefield, how many friends you know, how many, in all of that love you carry. And then you ask yourself, why am I here now? Because I have loved for many incarnations. I have loved for many generations, and I would not be anywhere else than to be on this ride with you right now, for better or for worse, till life do us part. I am with you. And I'll be the guy just, making sure that when these guys are making ordinances coming down, we're going to go ahead and cross-check everything to make sure that that works out in our timeline for our own best interest. We, the children of Gaia, the true stewards of Gaia, need to rise up once more, reclaim our birthright. Remember that we are the divine existing in the physical. You are beautiful, sovereign, and awesome beings of light walking this earth. We are stronger than any program, virus they can throw at us. We are literally the seeds of creation in the physical. You are those seeds of creation. I am Rion. It's been an absolute pleasure being with you guys here today. Remember who you truly are. Meditate. Change your diet, your workout. Get in here. Bring it in here. Remember, the truth is always found from the inside out. Right? Distortion, right? Or falsities are always found from the outside in. Once you understand that, that inner child knows more about your truth than anyone in the universe. That inner child is the way into heaven. You take that inner child's hand and he or she will walk you through those golden harps into heaven. Believe in yourself, and we are one. I love you very much. Thank you so much. You guys have a great week. Lots of changes coming, and I can't wait to see you guys again. All right? I love you guys on YouTube. I love you guys on Facebook. You have a blessed day. All righty. Bye. Bye, Yodi. Yoda loves you. May the force be with you. Light forces are everywhere. Believe in yourself. Peace.